Are you able to tell us the most money that you've made in a month?
Hey, you want them to arrest me?
I'm in South Africa doing some high-end projects, and that's when I met Dugo.
A European person has more access to the continent of Africa than even we.
Today we're going to know how much he earns from YouTube and how he manages to travel around the world.
I want in the next few years, when they are saying top 10 biggest creators in the world, I want to see an African person there.
Dugo, one of Nigeria's top YouTubers with over 600k subscribers. He produces high-quality travel videos all over the world.
You can never ever knock me off the course. I know that God, he has some other plans. Wow. Hard rate of fire. You can never stop me.
If it's short form videos, like what you were trying to explain to me, I can make that one because it's a short video, so I can find a way to make it like very, very engaging. Do you understand? Just, what's the time now? Is it too late? Is it up to 8?
This video is sponsored by My Ground Crew. If you're watching my videos for the first time, I'm kindly asking if you can subscribe and like the video. We're trying to reach 200,000 subscribers before the year end, so please subscribe and like the video.
You're already famous. You're gonna make me famous.
I'm going to be famous in this video.
I never thought that I would meet you this early.
I never thought I would meet you too. You never know how life goes, eh?
But Steve, I have questions. Questions as a content creator and just as a regular person. Because when I'm seeing your content, you're doing an amazing job. You're traveling around Africa
And the world.
in the world, exactly. How many countries have you traveled to?
We've done 30.
30.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's not a lot. There are some people that have done 190, so.
30 countries, bro. For me, I've traveled to 3 countries that are closer to
Next year now you will do like 7 next year. Before you know now you've done 20 and then
What are the challenges that you have faced traveling different countries and giving examples of your experience in Africa and out there?
So usually the problem with traveling, especially in and around Africa, is the immigration, right? A European person has more access to the continent of Africa than even we, the people here. So countless visas. I've been to about 20 African countries and I needed 20 visas. Whereas if you go to like Europe, you only need 1 visa. You get 1 visa and you can access the whole of Europe, you know? And the fact that I am a Nigerian, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people just have issues with Nigerians. I know like our Nigerian brothers have done some crazy things, you know, but people with good intentions get affected. So yeah, that's one. That immigration, you know, and then the other one is just I mean, it's a different. You go to a country like it's different food, different way of living, different people, different languages sometimes, you know. So there's that. You need to try and blend in, you know. If you're not somebody who can just eat whatever, you know, you're going to struggle in that regard. So you have to get used to food that you're not used to. You have to get used to now making new set of friends. You know, it seems like you're just starting life all over again every time you go to a new country, you know. But it's a good thing because it expands your horizon. Like they say, money knows no borders. So the more you travel, the more you get to meet people, the more you have ideas of even businesses you can start, you know. One time I went to a place in Stellenbosch in Cape Town and I realized like, oh, maybe I can go into a wine business, you know. Because I was speaking to some people and they were telling me, you know, before I went there, I never thought about like a business like that, you know. So you see how traveling can like just open up your mind a little bit.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, it's still on traveling. I think that's mostly the challenge.
So
most of it.
When I'm looking at you, you've traveled.
And it's expensive. Yeah, I didn't add that part.
To travel, it's very expensive.
It's expensive. Not only is it expensive, it is stressful. Just imagine jumping planes. This year alone, I've been on like 35, 40 flights. So it's crazy.
How do you sponsor yourself? Do you take it out of your pocket?
Yeah, most of them we take out of our pocket. Most time we have brands, and most times our platforms and contents are monetized. So we get money, you know, here and there.
Well, okay, so working with the brands, how is it? Is it stressful or it's an opportunity that you have been looking forward to?
Yeah, working with brands is how you really scale as a creator, because no matter how much you think you're making on AdSense or ad sharing or whatever, it's not going to be enough and it's not in your control. You can do the best video in the world, but YouTube would flag your video because you showed something. They demonetize the whole video. Or you can make a video and you get 1 RPM. 1 RPM literally means you need like 10 million views to make $1,000. You know, and you probably would spend $1,000 easy on the flight. So you're really not making any money. So you really do need to think about the business side of being a creator. And I feel like that's what most creators don't know.
Yes.
You only look at the front end side of it. You only look at the views. Views is really nothing. You know, I know creators that they only get 50,000, 40,000 views. But when they show you how much they charge, these brands, So it's all about packaging. It's all about being intentional. It's all about being known for something, you know, and just knowing how to run your content creation as a business, because most people just start out as a passion.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I just like making content. I just go carry a camera and just start shooting. You jump on everything. Today, something happens, you post. Tomorrow, another thing, you know, you don't have a direction. You're just jumping on anything that you think will get views.
Exactly.
That's a recipe for depression and frustration.
What do you think that is African content creators who should change?
I feel like we need to start thinking global. You know, I was looking at the chart, top 20 richest YouTubers in the world. I never saw anybody from the continent of Africa. I was like, because we don't think generational when we're making content. We think about we are trying to feed, you're trying to eat. We're not thinking about making content on a global stage. You know how, you know, PewDiePie or Mr. Beast or Dude Perfect, these guys are planning generational content. Yeah. While we are here playing, you know, the little games and stuff like that. So even the in quote top guys in the game, like their content is not even like, you know, global. So I feel like we also have to penetrate the global market. Like I want in the next few years, when they are saying top 10 biggest creators in the world, I want to see an African person there. You know, I want to see an African person well represented. And the only way we can get there is we need to like just reorientate our minds and just think global. Like don't only think about content that Zimbabwe people would watch. Think about content that even someone in Taiwan can watch, someone in Indonesia and a Chinese can watch. So it's mostly about like knowledge. You're a content creator, and I feel like as a content creator you are informing people about something in an entertaining way. You know, so it's more about telling bigger stories, broader stories. You know what I'm saying? Like just like for you now, you're trying to tell me you make videos about farming. Yeah, that stuff. How about you make something about, you know, something a little bit bigger, you know, for the content of, I don't know, man. But yeah, just global stories. And I feel like even me, myself as a creator, like that's how I really evaluate stories that I want to share. I want something that has a global appeal. It's not only Nigerians that would watch. Any other person in the world can. I think that's the only way you can really start seeing yourself as a global creator.
Diaspora community, come close a little bit. This is for you. Are you tired of being scammed every time that you send money back home for those who are on the ground to do a certain project for you? As a content creator, I've heard a lot of stories where someone who is in the diaspora sends money back home for a project, and those who are managing the project take some of the money and put it in their pocket. Instead of buying quality material, they buy substandard material for your project, which is something that is really disappointing in the long run. So I found a solution for you, my people. I'm collaborating with a company called My Ground Crew. This is how it works. The platform is solving two problems: that of a diaspora community doing projects back home, and that of service providers in Africa. If you are in the diaspora, for example, let's say you want to build a house. What you can do is sign up for free on My Ground Crew website. Once you sign up, you fill in every detail of your project you want to do. And this gives you an opportunity to interact with service providers that come up there. And also note, there will be a list of service providers there. And at the same time, you can also filter, which is really good. So this gives you an opportunity to choose who you want to work with. These service providers are thoroughly checked by the company My Ground Crew. And the best part is that you pay on the platform directly to My Ground Crew, and the service providers are paid by My Ground Crew. This is done to ensure transparency and fairness to both the client and the service provider. The best part is wherever you are in Africa, it could be South Africa, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, you can use My Ground Crew. And My Ground Crew is there to help you to make sure that your project is managed very well and that you're connected to the best service providers.
People don't look at content as a business, but I'm seeing you, the way you're doing it, other content creators like Wodemaya, you guys are taking the game to another level.
It's a business. You think about cash flow, you think about profit, you think about margin, but you still need to understand creativity, because at the end of the day, everything boils around creativity. But there's so much that should happen on the back end, not just you posting a video or you're saying, oh, there's a trending topic, let me go and jump on it. No. Being strategic is understanding the long term. Are you making travel videos? Stick to travel videos. And every day try to be better at it and improve the quality of your travel videos. It's not one day you're doing travel, the next day you're doing real estate, the other day you're doing farming, the other day you're doing finance. You're just jumping on anything, you know? So that way it allows the brands recognize you. Because sometimes when a brand wants to recognize you, they search for something. They might search for travel, like let's say a brand is they are going on a campaign. Now they want travel creators. They'll search for travel Africa or something Africa or, and that's how they start getting. So if you've not been intentionally been making videos for that tag, it might be very difficult to find. And also your finance, most people get into content creation, any money that comes in, they just take it and you feel like, it's free money. You just start blowing it. No, it's a business. You make $1,000, you can take $100 or $200, you go and enjoy. You invest the other $700, whether it be in equipment, whether it be in editor, whether it be in making your computer faster to allow you, because I feel like most of us come into the game from a hungry standpoint.
True.
So we see like, oh, I just want to eat. If you see it that way, it means you're not really going to grow. Like the biggest creator in the world, Mr. Beast, will tell you he spends like $3-5 million on just one video. So when you are spending that kind of money, he says like he doesn't really keep so much money that he makes, So I mean, we are not at that level, but at the small level that we are, you say you are making $400 from your channel. That $400 is not yours. Think about the next video. How about you invest, money in your equipment? Because yes, it's nice to use your phone to be shooting, but you are not always going to be using your phone forever. At some point, your audience will grow and they want to see something better. They want to see a little bit polished content, So so that's also a way of treating content creation as a business. Just like businesses will say profit and loss. You too. What is your profit? What is your loss? How are you training people to help you produce more videos? How stuff like that.
Yeah. So you mentioned that Mr. Beast could spend like maybe over $3 million on a video. In your case, as a travel content creator with what you are doing, how much have you spent on one video, the most that you spend on a video?
So I can't really phantom how much I've spent on one video, but I can say how much I've spent on a particular trip.
Yes.
On a particular trip, I think the highest I've done is like $13,000.
Bro.
But that $13,000, I could make 7 videos out of it.
Oh, seven videos?
Yeah, but it's one trip. One trip, but I can do 7 videos. Do you understand?
Yeah. How was the return? Did you make
I've not started posting the videos yet. So maybe you ask me this question again in, let's say, 2 months. I can give you that number.
I'll come to Nigeria.
I'll give you that number, yeah.
So,
also still about treating content as a business. Before I went to that, to make those content, I was already intentional. I spoke to brands. I spoke to multiple brands.
You reach out?
Yeah. I say, look, I'm going on a project.
Yeah.
I'm going to make X number of videos. This is what the videos are going to be about. Please support me. Give me money, and I'm going to sell you ad spaces in that content. That's one way. The second way is when I traveled there, I started speaking to hotels, sending emails. Look, I'm coming. I'm in your city for 3 days. Give me accommodation for 3 days. In exchange, I will integrate you in my content. So same thing with the flight. Same thing with the food. So this way, I'm bringing my expenditure down.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my expenditure down and making more videos, and then my revenue will shoot up.
Yeah.
So that's how you think about it.
So, do you think that it's high time that businesses start seeing the importance of social
It's not
media?
like they are seeing; they know the importance. They already know. It's just that most creators don't align properly. You are too scattered.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, you're too everywhere. So they don't know how to work with you. Like your content is not really appealing to them that much,
Yeah.
Because it's like if you're making real estate video, you cannot only do 1 or 2 videos. You need to be consistently making that video for them to reach out. Your videos has to be nice, has to be nicely edited, your information needs to be good and stuff like that.
So with the exposure that I'm seeing you having, you've seen it all, Africa or outside. What exactly do you think that we should change as a people here in Africa that you think that would help us to grow?
I feel like we need to collaborate more. I feel in Africa creators see themselves as competition. And that's why the Western YouTubers or creators will beat us any day, anytime.
Very easy.
Yeah, they will beat you because 2 combined forces come together can make a bigger impact. So we don't collaborate, and it seems like everybody is in their shelter. Just like you, for example, you say how many subscribers now do you have?
167,000.
So you can imagine, you have one season, you've never even traveled out of Zim.
Yeah, I've never.
You've never traveled out of Zim. Go and collaborate with other creators in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Rwanda, in Kenya. Move, travel, you know, tap into other territories, you know. It helps your content travel faster than if you just stay in Zim, making Zim videos. Because after a while, your audience will start getting tired. They want to see...
They want to see new things.
They want to see new things. They want, you know. So yeah, we don't really collaborate. But also, I wish we had visa-free access.
It's hard to travel here as an African.
Not only hard, it's expensive. A one-way flight from Lagos, a return ticket flight from Lagos to America is $900. But a ticket from, and I'm talking about an 11-hour flight. Return, like 11-hour go, 11-hour come back, $900. Now, a 5-hour flight from Nigeria to South Africa and back is like $2,000.
Bro, from Nigeria?
Yeah. So you are paying almost times 2. You're paying times 2 the price. So you see, with that, why would I travel? In Europe, people pay £100 flights. Say if you're going from London, for example, from London, for example, to France, it's like a 1-hour flight. From Nigeria to Ghana is 1-hour flight, but it's like $400. So aviation is expensive. We don't collaborate. There's too much visas. Too many visas.
Indeed, we're African.
Yeah, so all of these things just now, maybe I'm speaking for a travel creator. Maybe for other people that are doing videos that they sit down in their house to make, maybe they might have a different challenge. True. But that is my own challenge that I just said to you right now.
Have you ever reached a level where you said, I'm giving up?
Obviously, every time, man. There are some countries you go, you'll be like, damn, man, I don't know anybody here. I only have a story that I want to tell. I don't know how I want to go about it. Everything is just expensive. You just want to go home. You just want to go home and rest.
Bro.
And then you speak to your mom, she's like, nobody sent you. Come back home.
You went there by yourself.
You went there by yourself. Come home. You know, at points, in times like that, you'll be like, man. You know, but it's still a good thing. I think when people start recognizing your work, when people start seeing you and saying, you know, I've seen you, I recognize you have positive comments coming in, you have brands coming in. It's sort of like a morale booster for you, and it's just going to push you a little bit.
Are you able, or maybe you have not reached a level where you can tell us, but are you able to tell us the most money that you've made in a month?
Hey, you want them to arrest me? I'm not saying, hey, the last time I said that thing, it put me in trouble, eh?
Oh, you were in trouble?
Well, we make small money here and there, you know, I'm a small boy.
Because at the end of the day, I've seen that you spend a lot in a video.
Yeah.
You are no longer just, you are leading by example. When you are posting a video, we could see the maturity in the video. We could see you spent time, you've invested time in that. Not only time, but money. So a little bit of maybe how much you've made a month, like the most. It could be maybe 3 years ago.
This guy want to put me in trouble. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything. But I mean, we make some good money.
It's decent.
Yeah. But we also, you know, we don't only make money from one channel. You know, as a creator, you need to be smart as well. Put your money into real estate. Put your money in EFT, in bonds, investing, whether it be crypto. Just start diversifying your money as well. Like, for example, you make $1,000, you keep $100 to yourself. You take $300, you go and invest. You take the remaining $400, you upgrade the quality of your content, your team, you know, just to make sure. And then a time will come where you now have so much money coming and that your expenditure is not so much, you know. But I mean, I've not broken even. I mean, there are some recent creators that will tell you they make way more than they need. So they are doing like $50,000 a month, and you only have like expenditure of like $10,000. You know, so 40K is left for you to keep and go and buy real estate and stuff like that. But real estate is also something I'm investing in seriously as well, because I don't think I'm going to be making videos forever. So maybe after like 9 years or 10 years from now, probably I will just, you know, be a real estate developer and be making money from my properties or stuff like that, you know, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, bro, for this wonderful opportunity. It means a lot to us. Like you said, it's not a competition. We should learn from each other, share ideas. That is why they easily beat us out there. So thank you so much for your time.
Next year,
you're about to reach 1
by
million.
June. By June next year, we'll be at 1 million.
Bro.
Quote me. You're going to put this video,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So you guys are going to see June 2026, 1 million, inshallah. We're going to get there. Small.
So guys, thank you so much. And for those who are coming from my channel, make sure you go and subscribe to Steve. Just make sure that you tell him, you comment that you're coming from me.
Yeah, and you guys should save the video and check in by June next year if we cross 1 million.
Bro, thank you so much, Steve.
Appreciate it.